Hello Year 10, hopefully you had a wonderful half term. Today's lesson you will be exploring pages 20 to 27 and you will be gaining an understanding of how to stage these scenes. Task 1. Read through pages 20 and 21 and discuss how you are going to show. Number 1. Mrs. Lyons asserting her authority over Mrs. Johnston, and Mrs. Lyons and Mr. Lyons' relationship and role within the relationship. What performance skills are you going to use? Vocal, pitch, pace, pause, tone, accent and emphasis, as well as physical skills, movement, gait, posture, eye contact, proxemics and physical contact to perform these characters in this scene. Please note the page numbers may differ, and this will be referred to on the description in Show My Homework. On screen, you can see the section of script that I would like you to start exploring. You need to begin where it says, Mr. and Mrs. Lyons enter their house, and we see them looking at the child in its cot. You need to read through this section of script and watch the following video clip.
Darling, don't be so hard on the woman. She just wanted to hold the baby.
I don't want her to hold the baby, Richard. It's just... Well, babies catch things very easily, Richard. I don't want the baby to catch anything.
All right. You know best.
It's just you don't see her as much as I do. Ever since the baby arrived, she's always fussing over him any chance she gets, and she's cooing and cuddling him as if she were his mother. She's always bothering him, Richard, always. Ever since the baby arrived, she ignores most of her work.
Look, it's just your little... It's this depression thing that happens when...
I'm not depressed, Richard. It's just that she makes me feel that... Richard, I think she should go.
And what will you do for help in the house?
I'll find someone else, someone who doesn't spend all day fussing over the baby.
All right. You know best. The house is your domain. Look, Jen, I've got to go to work for an hour. So...
Well, can I have some cash, Richard?
Yeah, of course. How much?
I'll need about £50.
My God, what for?
There's lots of things to buy for the baby. I've got the nursery to sort out and all new cutlery to buy, and there's a ridiculous amount of things to do around the house.
All right, here.
Pause the video now to write down your answers for questions 1 to 2. Make sure that you refer to the vocal and physical skills you would use to perform the role of both Mr. and Mrs. Lyons. Your next task. Read through pages 21 and 23. Discuss how you are going to show Mrs. Lyons playing on Mrs. Johnston's superstition. What performance skills are you going to use? Remember to refer to vocal and physical skills. On the next slide, you will see the section of dialogue that you are going to be looking at. They say that if either twin learns that he was once a pair, they shall both immediately die. It means, Mrs. Johnston, that these brothers shall grow up unaware of the other's existence. They shall be raised apart and never ever told what was once the truth. You won't tell anyone about this, Mrs. Johnston, because if you do, you will kill them. You will now see this clip being shown on screen.
Every day, well, I will tell her. Oh, no, you'll tell no one because you gave your baby away. Don't you realize what a crime that is? You'll be locked up. You sold your baby. No, I didn't. You told me. You said I could see him every day. Well, I will tell. I'll bring the police. Oh, no, you won't. You'll tell no one. Because if you do, then you do know what will happen, don't you? You do know what they say about twins secretly parted? What? They say that if either twin learns he was once one of a pair, they shall both immediately die. It means, Mrs. Johnston, that you won't tell anyone about this, that these brothers shall be raised unaware of each other's existence. They shall be raised apart and never ever told what was once the truth. You won't tell anyone about this, Mrs. Johnston, because if you do, you will kill them!
Shoes upon the table and a spider's been killed. Someone broke the looking glass. A former...
Pause the video here to write down your answer to this question. How are you going to show Mrs. Lyons playing on Mrs. Johnston's superstition? Think carefully about the vocal and physical skills you would use to show this. Your next task is to read through the narrator's song on pages 23 to 24. You will then discuss what you think the narrator is warning. How does this link in with one of the key themes of the play? You will also see this being played on a clip.
Okay.
You will kill them!
Shoes upon the table and a spider's been killed. Someone broke the looking glass. A full moon shining and the salt's been spilled. You're walking on pavement cracks. Don't know what's gonna come to pass. Well, you know the devil's got your number. You know he's gonna find ya. You know he's right behind ya. He's staring through your windows, he's creeping down the hall. Ain't no point in clutching at your rosary. You're always gonna know what was done. Even if you shut your eyes, you still see that you sold the sun. And you can't tell anyone, but you know the devil's got your number. You know he's gonna find ya. You know he's right behind ya. He's staring through your windows, he's creeping down the hall. Oh, you know the devil's got your number. He's gonna find ya. You know he's right behind ya. He's staring through your windows, he's knocking at your door. He's knocking at your door. He's knocking at your door.
Ma'am! Ma'am, we opened the bleeding door, what?
Mickey?
Ma'am!
Oh, it's Mickey.
Ma'am, why's the door bolted? Do you think it was the rent man?
Pause the video here to answer the questions on the screen. Your next task, read through pages 24 to 26 and answer the following questions. What do you learn about the relationship between Mickey and Mrs. Johnston? How are you going to show Mickey's annoyance at his brother? How are you going to show Mrs. Johnston's anxiety that Mickey is playing up near the park? Think about the performance skills you are going to use, and in your answer, refer to vocal and physical skills. You will first see the section of script, and then you will see this being played in a clip.
Ma'am! Ma'am, we opened the bleeding door, what?
Mickey?
Ma'am!
Oh, it's Mickey.
Ma'am, why's the door bolted? Do you think it was the rent man? Ma'am, Sammy's robbed me other gun and that was me best one. Why does he always rob me best things off me?
You're the youngest, Mickey. You stopped under Sammy when he was the youngest.
Ma'am, we're playing cops and robbers. They let me be a cop, ma'am. This morning we locked up 3,000 robbers.
Good.
Ma'am. You're dead. What's up, ma'am?
It's nothing, son. Now you go on and play. There's a good lad, but stay away from the hooligans at the rough ends.
We're near the other end, near the big houses in the park.
Mickey, come here.
What?
What did you say? Where have you been playing?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
What have I told you about playing up near there? Come here.
But it wasn't me fault,
Whose
honest.
fault was it then?
The robbers. They rode up that way. They were trying to escape.
Don't you ever go up there again. Do you hear me?
Yeah. But you let that Sammy go up there.
Sammy is older than you.
But why does that...
Just shut up, never mind. Why? Just don't go up there. Now go out and play, but stay outside the front door where I can see you. Go on.
Pause the video here to answer the questions on screen. Make sure that you specifically refer to the vocal and physical skills that you are going to use. Your final task, read through pages 26 to 27. As a director, how would you direct Mickey's recital to show his age, attitude towards Sammy, and urge to be 8? What performance skills are you going to use to be able to show this? You will first see the recital and then you will see a short clip showing this scene.
I wish it was our Sammy. Our Sammy's nearly 10. He's got 2 worms and a catapult, and he's built an underground den. But I'm not allowed to go in there. I have to stay by the gate, because me mum says I'm only 7, but I'm not. I'm nearly 8. I sometimes hate our Sammy. He rode me toy car, you know. Now the wheels are missing and the hubs broke off and the bleeding thing won't go. And he said when he took it, it was just like that, but it wasn't. It went dead straight. But you can't say nothing when they think you're 7 and you're not. You're nearly 8. Oh, but I wish I was a Sammy. You ought to see him spit straight in the eye from 20 yards, and every time he hit, he's allowed to play with matches, and he goes to bed dead late. I have to go to bed at 7, even though I'm nearly 8. But you know what, Sammy? You know what he sometimes does? He draws nudie women without arms or legs or even heads in the baths when we go swimming. I'm not allowed to go to the baths. Me mum says I have to wait because I might get drowned because I'm only 7, but I'm not. I'm nearly 8. You know what, Sammy? You know what he sometimes does? He wheezes through the letterbox of the house next door to us. I tried one night, but I had to stand on the crate because I couldn't reach the letterbox. But I will by the time I'm 8. Ooh. Mommy!
Now that you have read or watched the clip, pause the video and answer the questions on screen. Once you've completed this work, upload your photo attachments or your Word attachments onto Show My Homework. If you need any help, please contact Mrs. Hurrell. Many thanks. See you on Thursday.